Has Leon Edwards gone from champ to chump? Before I get into that, if you're new here, make sure you subscribe as I have brand new videos every single week. UFC London is in the books, so let's break down the fallout of the main card. First up, we have Brady versus Leon Edwards. Brady came out with incredible pace, swinging from the fences, which I didn't expect him to do at all. He dominated every aspect of this fight, on the feet, on the ground, in the clinch. He embarrassed the former champion. Edwards looked flat. His takedown defense was non-existent. What a fucking shock. When Leon can't grab the fence, he can't defend a takedown to save his life. Brady ragdolled him the entire fight, and then when it came to the fourth round, Leon shot a takedown from range for some stupid reason.
Why shoot there? I don't know. I don't know.
Brady stuffed the takedown with ease and locked in a guillotine. Leon couldn't do a single thing about it, and like most of his career, he tried to cheat. He was pulling on Brady's shorts for dear life in desperation. Herzog caught him out, told him to stop, and Leon tapped soon after. I think that desperate attempt to cheat has highlighted what an embarrassment of a championship reign Leon had. He got an amazing KO win over Usman, and there was a beautiful narrative coming out of it, but he cheated in the rematch, had a boring victory over Colby, and got dominated by Belal and Brady. Leon wants to be remembered for his headshot dead moment, but he'll go down as a boring cheat who couldn't reach his potential. In the co-main event, Jan Blachowicz came up against Carlos Ulberg. This fight was, well, yeah, it was not great at all. It was incredibly boring. Both guys seemed to be hesitant to pull the trigger. They traded calf kicks for, 15 minutes straight? Neither guy really threw anything significant together. Jan landed probably the best shot of the fight right near the end of the third round with a hook that stung Ulberg, but it was too little too late, and Ulberg got the decision win. But to be honest, neither guy looked good in this fight. If one of them had just upped the pace a little bit, we could have had a clear winner. Both guys deserved to lose. It was a shocker of a fight. Then we have Gunnar Nelson versus Kevin Holland. I thought Gunnar was going to dominate this fight. He's incredibly well rounded, has some slick submissions, and I would say he's the better overall fighter than Kevin. Gunnar had success with takedowns and control, but couldn't do much with it. Holland, on the other hand, used his huge reach and length to stuff transitions and land key shots, dropping Gunnar at the end of the first and hurting him badly. Gunnar may have been the better technical fighter, but Kevin's size and athleticism made the difference. Kevin is 6 inches taller and has a 9-inch reach advantage over Gunnar, and it was just too much for Gunnar to overcome. Kevin Holland came out with a close decision win, and it's nice to see Holland back in the win column. Up next, we have Molly McCann versus Alexia Thainara. Alexia must have had the slowest ring walk in history. It was getting embarrassing for her. The music ended and she still wasn't inside the octagon. The UFC needs to start dishing out fines if you're taking that long. But I will say her entrance play lasted longer than the fight. Molly McCann was absolutely steamrolled by Alexia Thainara. One takedown, some minor groundwork, and bang, rear naked choke. First round finish, Thainara won via submission. Molly McCann announced her retirement after the fight, and honestly, it was the right call. If she hadn't have retired there and then, she probably would have been cut anyway. She had a fun run, rode that Paddy Pimblett hype train, and made a name for herself, but she just wasn't good enough to fight in the UFC. Her career peaked with a spinning elbow, but it finished as flat as a fart. Now we move on to Jordan Vucenic versus Chris Duncan. There was a lot of hype around Vucenic coming into this fight, and with good reason. He had an amazing stint in Cage Warriors, but Chris Duncan looked levels above Vucenic, dropping him in the first round with a big kick to the body and controlled him on the ground. Then in the second round, he locked in a guillotine and won via submission. It's not looking good for Vucenic right now. 2 back-to-back losses since his UFC debut. This hype train might be coming to a stop early. Then opening up the main card, Nathaniel Wood took on Morgan Charriere and looked solid doing it. He dropped Charriere, controlled the cage and landed some big shots. Charriere had some moments himself, especially with elbows in the clinch, but Wood was the clear winner and got the decision win. And while he dominated, and while Nathaniel Wood is an excellent fighter, he seems content hanging around in the mid-card. I think if he wants to progress forward, he needs to start fighting ranked opponents and fighting them quickly. I think he could be a big name within the UFC if he was just willing to take those next steps. It's great being a great fighter, obviously, but you need to start cutting some slick promos and start racking some finishes together, and then I think he could be that big name and really reach his potential. So there it is, UFC London, some highs, some lows, and a very long walk from Alexia Thainara. Thank you everyone for watching. If you can like and subscribe, it really does help the channel out.